We are live.
No, it's right. Mic closer. That might
Rob, careful your
that
drink
might
too.
help. My mic was a bit closer. What's going on, everybody? Frankie here for the Bakersfield Gentleman. My brother Miguel here. You guys at Clever's Lounge at about 8:40, so 11:40 for you guys on the East Coast. I apologize about that, but been really busy today, all weekend. So first, I want to start off by saying thank you to everybody who came out to our taster yesterday. It was a big success and a lot of fun. So I hope everybody that came had a lot of fun as well. And I know we put the station on every year in November. It's kind of our month, and we look forward to it every year.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm a little sad we did it so late, but at the same time, it kind of fit
Mhm.
in between the holidays still. And I'm really happy everyone who came out. Some of the guys who we don't get to see on a regular basis,
Mhm.
and the weather wasn't too bad. Everything was as good as we could ask for, and we just missed some of the guys who couldn't make it. But other than that, such a great time. Thank you so much for those um, who make it possible for us to do stuff like that. And again, long weekend, very, very long, but so glad to be here to do this, to wind it down with quite a bit of things to do. So we're probably just going to get right into them.
Yeah.
And the first thing we're going to do is obviously talk about what we're smoking. And that is going to be shown on screen in just a second. Let me get that up there. There we go. These are quite new. They are Italian mixed with other tobaccos, obviously, but it is a brand I'm sure you would recognize. But I'm not so sure you've had these just yet. So I want your opinion, and especially if you've have had them before. Excuse me. Let me know what you think. We have on hand the Toscano Master Age 3 and 4.
Mhm.
And from the picture there, obviously you can tell these are very rustic cigars. That is what Toscano is known for. It is their signature. Nothing wrong with that. Especially once you taste them, it is deep, heavy flavors on top of a heavy amount of nicotine to the cigars themselves. They are designed to be left unhumidified, to be allowed to cut in half, smoked from either end, and this way you can share them or you can just, save half for later, whatever have you. And these in particular are new that were shown over at PCA. The 3 and 4, obviously, there's a 1 and 2 in that situation as well. I think it goes up to 5, doesn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Real quick, Daniel, I see you message us or you messaged me, I think, on Facebook. I'm not getting messages. I don't know what's going on. I see that there's a message, but when I click on it, um, it's like a message that we talked about like a month ago. So I apologize. I don't know what's going on with my Facebook Messenger. It's all messed up right now. So if you did message me, do me a favor, message me back again on the Bakersfield Gentleman um messages because those aren't messed up. But just my personal one, I don't know what's going on with my personal Facebook account. If you can do me a favor and message me on there so I can take care of what it is that you need, brother. And then so okay, so we have the Master Blend 3 and the Master Blend 4. Now the Master Blend 3, actually it's a 1, 2, 3, and 4. But I don't have the 1 and 2 on me right now. And the 3 and 4 are the most potent of the four, if you will. So as far as the 3 goes, for the 3, it goes through a fermentation process, and they use a lot of the Kentucky tobacco from the U.S. And it goes through I think it said a very long, elaborate curing to where it goes um next to a fire, the wood, if
Fire
you
cure?
will, fire cure, exactly. So sorry.
Why are we
So
up?
that's why that this one is going to be a more Kentucky fire cured flavor to it,
So
as
that's
opposed to this one.
probably
And this one is actually going to be where they do not as long as a fire cure process, but they take the wrapper and they put it in a room, specially humidified with extra humidity for 10 days, which they say causes a micro fermentation once the cigar is rolled, which adds a funky flavor, I'm assuming. Now, if you guys have a chance, please go over to the Toscano website. It's beautiful. They tell you
very
all
truthful.
the information about the cigar. Plus, they give you a little graph showing intensity, smoke, thickness, all this other great stuff. And then you can actually take two cigars and kind of compare them, and they'll show you all the statistics next to each other. And at the bottom, they have this nice little round graph where it shows, okay, sweet, bitter, smoky, whatever, whatever, and two colors, one color for one cigar, one color for the other. and show you how they overlap and how they kind of differ from each other. It's a really, really great job that the Scano people have done. So they did a really good job with their website. I really do like it. So what I'm gonna do is, Mike, I'm gonna give you three.
I think that's the smarter call right there, especially
I'm
once you
gonna take
described.
four. I'm actually gonna cut it in the middle.
Are you gonna do that,
I'm
huh?
gonna cut it in the middle,
All
yeah.
right.
But I'm gonna keep the full band so I know which one is which.
Good call. All right, then I'm gonna cut.
So there's
mine.
yours.
All right.
They don't have to cut these; they should already be cut. And as you can see, these are really rushed because there's a. Oh, they can't see us because we're small.
Let me get us big. Yeah, and I did not cut this down the middle, by the way.
That's fine. There, you won't be able to see it very well, but maybe you can. There's a thick, thick vein going across that one, guys. I mean, it is. These are not what you would call a elegant cigar.
No.
These are very rustic, very early cigar time kind of a thing.
Oh my gosh, it smells good. You can smell the fire cure.
Jeremy, no, not a new sponsor. Just I'm really intrigued by these cigars, and so when I went to go look up information about it, because when we got them, it was at PCA. They just had a little table. They had a bundle of basically each one. They said which one do you want to try, which one do you want to try, and so when we did the podcast, like, oh, okay, here, take one of each.
Yeah.
And they
Very
really
nice.
didn't have time to go over it. So now that we're finally doing them, and I looked at their website, I was blown away by how good their website is. So, not a new sponsor, just really, really happy with the care and dedication that they take.
Does not need to be humidified. No,
Correct.
it does not. That is that they talked about that again. That the brand continues in that light. The master aged 1 through 4 are the exact same in that lineup. Archie, what's up, brother? Nah, they didn't get robbed. I'm glad the Chiefs lost. Boom. Nah, I'm just kidding. But
So
I got to see the play.
The Master Blend 3 does have more of that barbecue burnt fishy smell.
This reminds me of a bag of potato chips, barbecue potato.
I was gonna say the 4 actually reminds me more of barbecue potato chips.
Oh, let me smell it then, real quick. Damn, yeah, more mesquite.
The mesquite from like the Lay's or something.
Yeah, take that, Skip. Totally smell different stuff. Nah, I'm just kidding.
So I'm gonna light up 4 first.
So many flavors, so many freaking flavors. I'm gonna go 3 first. Lighter right there. I unfortunately do have to take my band off because it's too close to where I will be lighting. And I think Frankie's absolutely right when it hits the nail on the head. They are not extremely elegant of a cigar. The look everyone's going for is that buttery, smooth, silky looking wrappers. And this just goes to show you that's absolutely unnecessary. If a wrapper has blemishes, if it has bumps, if it has veins, does not matter.
Okay, so I've lit 3, I've lit 4.
I'm just gonna start with 3 for now.
So 4, I didn't mind on the light up. 3 is a bit. It's still a bit fishy for me. I don't know if anybody else gets that when you're smoking a Kentucky Fire Cure from Jewish State, but I get a real fishy aroma off of it. Yeah, you did not cut these very even.
Not at all. I apologize. I was just trying not to cut the band, and I realized I should just move it a little more. But that is fantastic.
Well, let me see your lighter. I don't like this all the way. It's a harsher flame, I think.
Oh,
it's out? I just filled it.
Did you bleed it?
No. Try it again. Put it upside down and then do it. No, light it. Oh, light it while it's upside down.
Like doing that. Yeah, well, if you need it, there you go. I'm not a fan of doing that upside down. What's the size on those? I honestly cannot tell you off the top of my head. It's like I would say 6.5, almost 7-inch cigar. It's a long guy. Maybe 6 inches, but very thin. You're looking at 32 probably at its largest. Think of the most rustic, not cigarillo, the most rustic, oh my gosh. The heck's the name? Lancero you've ever had. 6.5 by 42. 42, that seems big, honestly, for what I'm holding in my hand, because it's so thin at certain parts. I might just be focusing on the ends here, where it does taper off quite a bit. I'll bring that picture up again real quick so you can see. There is a bit of taper on both of them. And the 3 to the 4, you can see the difference in wrapper color right there.
It's not giving me a size here. Interesting.
Jeremy got it on there. 6.5 by 42.
Oh, okay. Fantastic.
Yeah, only in the big area. That makes sense. That makes a lot more sense. But that is heavy stuff right
Yeah,
there.
they are both classified on the Toscano website as powerful nicotine bomb heavy cigars.
I'm enjoying that. Checking in from the future, having a Rocky Patel sun grown. Nothing wrong with that. What do you call make on the weekend? Had a long ash from top to bottom.
Very
Very
nice.
nice. That is some heavy stuff though. I'm honest. I'm glad
Yeah,
I did one at a time. I'm having the 3 to start off, which shows the more fire cured of the bunch.
it is.
The fermentation process you described in the other one that said 10 days in an overly humidified room to
Correct.
create.
Much like Drew Estate takes their Axe cigars and put them in the botanical and essential oils room, kind of a thing. They'll take the wrapper for the 4 and put in a special room that's overly humidified, which they say causes a special fermentation process in the tobacco.
That just sounds downright dangerous.
It sounds like it's gonna mold. What it sounds
Yeah,
like.
it sounds like you're getting a mold situation going on. I assume you have to be very careful and keep everything very clean for that to work out in your favor.
Mm-hmm.
But if they've been doing it for so long and feel comfortable putting it out to the masses, I'm sure there's something that we are overlooking in the process
Could be
that allows it to not mold. For many, is molding. I mean that's
right.
that
Yeah.
is what it is. So it just I think the mind's going to the wrong spot. They are meant to cut in half. Yeah, exactly. That's it. That's the smart call right now because right now you have the 3 in that hand and the 4. I
Mm-hmm.
took my band off, but this is the 3 that I'm smoking.
Smoked at SP 1014 tonight. Amazing cigar. Real ash. That's great.
Ooh,
And I hope
nice.
anybody that went to the
Nice.
Cigar Heritage Festival had a great time. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get out there, so that sucks because last year was so much fun.
Is what it is.
So much fun. Um, what do you guys think about Bama getting in the playoffs instead of Florida State? Yeah, I think that Florida State definitely got snubbed. Florida State went undefeated. Um, honestly, I was just talking to Miguel yesterday about this. I honestly thought with Oregon and Georgia both losing, that Texas would move up to 5 from 7 to 5, and we'd be just on the outside looking in
Where they belong, really.
to Michigan, Washington, Florida State, and I think Ohio. I think was the other one I had in there. I thought we are going to be 5 just looking out. So for us to jump from 7 to 3 and skip over Florida State is amazing. And then
Good
for
for
Florida
you,
State
not
not
good
to
for
be
them.
included, I think they definitely got snubbed. I think it should have been Michigan versus us and Washington versus Florida State, and the winner of those two go on to the national championship. But I don't know how they take into account certain things, so I can only say, hey, I'm happy that we're in the playoffs.
Bro, this is very heavy for me right
They're
now.
very heavy cigars.
Ooh.
I'm surprised how heavy it is.
I know I knew it was going to be. But I do remember that conversation. If I remember correctly, the moment was a sponsored drink pairing with the cigars. I did get to try the American one
Mm-hmm.
while we are there, and that was very heavy. Which was that number 4? No, it was number 4.
No.
No, it was number 2 or something.
Yeah.
Number 2 or 1. Either way, a whole other can of worms to talk about with that one. So I'm not going to even try to touch that. Oh no,
No.
Daniel, you just wait, brother. You just wait.
Yeah,
Don't
we've
worry.
got the best ash contest and the birthday for this month or for November. I'm sorry, as well as the promised Patreon and Facebook wheels for both October and November. Since we didn't do October,
The wheels are
we
ready.
only did the birthday and the ash for October.
We shall roll them until the wheels fall off, much like in the tax collector, because they said that saying a lot, and I like it. And dang it. What was I gonna say? Back to Toscanos. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I remember talking to them again briefly because there was a swarm of people,
Mm-hmm.
very, very curious, a bunch of retailers. So I'm sure these are getting the love they deserve, even here in the U.S. As Jeremy pointed out, I think you pointed out, it's more of a European brand, which makes sense because they are very heavy in Italy. They are Italian based, and they do a wonderful job. In there.
Little Italy.
Oh, Little Italy. Which one? The littlest one?
The littlest one.
Oh, of course. Away from the conversation, I was having a very nice drink that they offer with maraschino cherries and some bourbon in there. I don't remember what it was called, and enjoying a cigar. And I just remember heavy. The word of the day in that moment was heavy, and it still is right now. I think if you are going to smoke this, eat a good meal. This is a steak and potato kind of meal beforehand. This is not,
Mhm.
oh, let's go for something light. Let's get some tapas. No, none of that. I'm talking a heavy meal that you are literally gonna go, oh man, I think I messed up. Shouldn't eat that much. That's the kind of meal you need before this. And then even then, maybe a stiff drink while you're enjoying it, or at least
Yeah.
something with sugar. I probably shouldn't have went with zero. I should have went with something full sugar. Um,
I do have a couple
yeah.
stems in here that I can definitely see. I just can't get to them because my nails aren't very long.
Stop poking at. This is
So,
not that
do you have any
situation.
stems in yours?
No, I don't feel any. This is not the situation. This is not a pretty cigar. Smoke the stems. You gotta go with the flow. It would be great quick cigars for after a 14-hour day seeding or harvest. I like them strong. I think you're
Yeah.
absolutely correct.
That with a nice stiff drink, getting to relax on that crisp Canadian air. I think that might be good.
Daniel, hit me up with this knowledge. The Canadian session beer is quite a bit heavier than the U.S. If I remember correctly. I think you guys are at like 5 to 7%, where ours are like 2
No,
to
ours go
3.
up to 4.5, I think.
But for session, I believe like you guys have quite a bit stronger beer. I think it does have something to do with
Cold
the temp.
weather.
Yeah, with the temp, and nothing wrong with that. I think maybe America can learn something from our buddies up north. But I digress. I like heavier beers. If you see me gravitate towards someone, it's not just like, oh, we're just enjoying ourselves and I don't really care what I'm drinking. It is in our area. It's called an Imperial Stout. It's the Imperial Zeus,
Mm-hmm.
and it is an 11%, 11 or 12. Great flavors. It's got like grapefruit flavors to it, which I very much enjoy. But it's very heavy. It's not IPA hoppiness to it.
Clifton, I 100% agree with you. Florida State did get robbed. I am a Texas fan. I've made that clear since day one.
They don't deserve to be there.
I honestly thought they were going to be 5. I did not expect them to be top 4, let alone number 3. So I completely understand if you're a Florida State fan and you're pissed about it. I definitely think they should have been in there over us, over Alabama, definitely. Um, so yeah, I totally feel your pain. Again, I think it should have been.
That deserves to be highlighted.
What does it say? 5%.
Raining beer. Damn.
I honestly thought it was gonna be Michigan, Washington, Florida State, then us. So yeah, I understand your pain on that one, brother.
But there's still some good football to come out of all that. That's the thing. And what did you say? They're expanding it to 12?
12 next
What?
year, yep.
What? Is that double then, or is that triple? Because it's 4, and then
Triple.
5 and 6 are they going to play still?
I don't think 5 and 6 play for anything.
Oh, because I just saw them listed there too, and I see obviously the bracket, and then I see those 2 names just there. I was like, oh, okay, maybe they're playing for whatever.
Yeah, no, this has been like a long time coming, like how they're gonna decide, what they're gonna do. Honestly,
12 is
with
crazy.
all these teams, okay, I started to go off on a tangent, guys, not about cigars right now, but with all these teams going to the SEC, it's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. A lot of the powerhouse teams are not gonna make the SEC championship game. A lot of teams are not gonna make the playoffs because of that, or they will make the playoffs and it'll be an all SEC playoff, which I think is dumb. I think they should go back, restructure all the different conferences, make them regional, like they're supposed to be. And if you want to keep the independence, want to pull the Navy out of the coastal conference, whatever it is, the American conference that they're in, and put a couple independents together, fine. But keep it, keep the Pac-12 getting destroyed. Keep the Pac-12 how it was, great conference. The Big 10, the Big 12, keep those going. ACC, SEC, keep all those conferences to where you have 12 conferences, and the winners of all those play in the championship, play for the championship. I think that's the best way to do it. That's just me though. If you know of a better way, hey, I'm all ears. But make 12 conferences. Let them either have a north and a south or an east and a west. Play your schedule. Play a championship game. If you win it, you get into the playoffs.
I'm not against that. I just I think it's become way too political and about money. That even if they did that, they're still going to fudge with it enough where they're just going to keep funneling alumni money into these really bloated.
Not only alumni money, the freaking the money they're gonna make from the video games and shit.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I'm sorry, but that's just it's gotten to the point where it's supposed to be academic. It's a school sport.
You're a student athlete.
You're a student athlete, yeah. But I digress.
Clifton, you have a good night too. So I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. I am not a big fan of Kentucky Fried Cured tobacco.
Sitting down.
Huh?
Sitting down.
No.
Oh.
Because of that, for me, very fishy aroma you get, and I am faintly getting it more out of the 4 than I am of the 3. But it's not to the point where it's like the Kentucky Fried Cured where I want to put it down. The one from Drew Estate.
Neither of them.
No, it's well masked. In the strength of the nicotine that you're getting, the heft and bitterness of the tobacco, and for me, a red pepper spice that you're getting. So it's definitely a cigar you're gonna want to have something in your stomach with.
That's all the number 4 though right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm not getting any spice really out of number 3. So I'm looking forward to getting that red pepper spice. I do like that fishiness, but being blended, it seems, are melding well with other flavors.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like it's even more beneficial to
Definitely.
that flavor. The strength is like at the same point right now as like the brimstone.
I don't think it's quite that heavy, but it's definitely heavy along the lines of the Jason Newman Black Diamond, Partagas Black. What a heavy cigar.
Some Robocraft in there.
Yeah, maybe some Cro-Magnon. Something about around there.
That's fair.
It's definitely heavy, but again, I've yet to find a cigar on the level of the Jacob's Ladder Brimstone for me personally.
Yeah,
that's that heavy.
Yeah, the old favorites like the double Ajero or triple Ajero from Camacho and from LFD.
Yeah,
are what used to be the bar for heavy cigars.
Yeah,
now they're just kind of in that mix.
And for you just joining us, you guys, we were smoking the Master Blends from Toscano,
Master Age.
Master Age 3 and 4, which again were the strongest of the 4, and unique blending and unique fermentation to both of them, and unique curing as well. So, Mike, why don't we get to something going for the wheels? Yeah.
Give me one sec. I gotta readjust my sharing. This first one is for birthdays. Happy birthday to you people out there. I'm gonna go ahead and spin this.
Okay.
So again, happy birthday. If you would like to get yours on the next one, it'll be up very soon, probably in the next 2 days. And all you have to do is put your birthday. If you have a spouse that also has a birthday in this month, which would be December, put their name in there too, and you get 2 chances to win. As you can tell, Joel and Joel wife are both in there. And I'm assuming that's not Joel R and then someone named Joel wife.
No,
that is Joel's wife. So you have double chances to win. No kids, no brothers, no turtles, just your spouse.
Christine is also a wife.
Oh, what whose wife is she?
I don't remember.
Jabroni.
I just know that he put his wife on there.
Oh, well. Oh, okay. Good. Yeah, even if you don't have yours, but your wife is,
mm-hmm.
So have at least 1 chance to win that month. So you have 2 chances to win every year. Boom. Okay, I like that. Spinning away. Happy birthday, all of them. Happy birthday, Jesus. He's coming up. Steve D, or Chuck S. Oh, Chuck. They got a what do you call it? Oh my gosh, we just saw Chuck E. Cheese. And you see one of those little kids steal a gift and run off. But well won right there.
Let's you got any more wheels you can get up?
Yeah, I can get all the wheels up.
Let's go.
Take this down and then re-switch out the names.
All right.
So excellent work there. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut that real quick. Go back over here. Do P then FPF. Is that fine?
That's fine.
Okay. Those. Or if we just want to take care of both of them, spin it twice.
Yeah, spin it twice. It'll be the first Patreon spin here. If you guys want to get on the Patreon, all you gotta do is go to our Patreon, BacoGen661, and sign up.
Do your thing, yeah. I appreciate you guys being on there. Even $1 a month helps. You can do that as well. You get a shout out to all you guys on our list, and
helps keep the lights on.
Literally, literally.
And Jeremy said, if we're late even one day, we're out of here.
We didn't. No, cool those guys are, but whatever. Spinning. Good luck, everybody.
Yes.
I wish the Blues were right next to me.
Yeah.
That's throwing me off. Paula Richard. Oh, Richard takes the cake right there. I wonder if Richard would be cool letting us save all his winnings until we see him and like have one suitcase of just Richard. We see Richard once a year, guys. We go to Texas, and it's perfect because he's in the area. and that's where I think we met him there first, and then we
Yes,
started doing a show.
we met him. We were walking around the showroom floor, and he came up to us, and we took our first picture with him right then and there on the showroom floor.
That was fucking awesome. That was a great day, and ever since then we smoke and drink and smoke. Talk about
And yeah, I'll be honest with you guys, he can outsmoke me at the event because I'm ready to go to bed, and he's still out there going. So,
yeah.
although
not being sloppy drinking, he's just
no,
having a good time.
but then again, I do smoke during the day, and he doesn't. He's at the event, so maybe it's about even.
No, you have like one cigar and a Shirley Temple. We're out there at 3 or 4 with the bottles of rubbing alcohol.
Anyway, spin it again.
All right, spinning again. Good luck, everyone on there. And again, we're not taking Richard's name off of it because you
Just
get
for
a chance
another
every
month.
month, but we're getting another month. Yes. So spin, spin, spin. Check any. Eduardo. Another good. And this is the exact opposite, which I hate. Every time we have a chance to see Eduardo, something goes wrong.
Yeah.
We don't get to freaking see Eduardo. I'm not gonna let it get to me right now. But congratulations, brother. I'm so sorry that always keeps freaking happening. Bring that down for a second, and I'm going to switch the names. And this one is for the Facebook supporter. So if you don't want to go all the way over to Patreon, I know it sucks to have to get 2 different sites, but as Facebook is going, that might be the answer to it anyways coming up. Maybe Rumble, or we might have to just bite the bullet and pay for a server and friggin' do it like that, which I don't want to. Because I like just doing Facebook and YouTube. It's so much simpler. But a big thank you to everybody on this list as well. Let me get that up. There we go. And double spins coming up.
Good luck, everyone.
Ron. I remember the first time I did a show with him was with, oh my God, JJ, when he was over at Lord Puffer, and he hopped on, and we just kind of met. Hey, what's going on? And he was in a super nice car. I forget which one it was because he's got a couple of beautiful. I think it was the Porsche that time. Friggin' awesome. He's like, I'm not gonna smoke in here, guys. I hope that's okay. Yeah, it's okay. You don't have. Yeah, don't even worry about it. I'm not gonna judge 1 second. But good win, brother. Now spinning again. Ready? Doing it.
Oh, good buddy Jeff from up north.
Guy who doesn't even drive anymore because he's got Tesla to do it for him. Excellent work. And not just up north, everywhere. The guy travels like nobody's business, and I love it. I love seeing his pictures, whether he's fishing anywhere in the U.S. or he's going to visit family in the U.K. Because I believe his daughter's out there, right? His daughter or his son? Daughter, right? Yeah. You're the one she had a baby. So awesome stuff. And thank you for sending us that picture of you in another country, on another continent, across the pond, as they may say, in Baco Gent shirt. Thank you so much for that, brother. So those are those wheels right there. I'm going to bring this down for a moment. And I better need just a second to get this good to go too.
Oh, shoot. I forgot all about that.
So that's this is the first one we want, right?
Yes.
Okay. Are we finishing this today, or are you going to pick 2 and then
finishing it today?
Okay. All right. And then I need to get rid of this. We don't need the wheels anymore, right?
Nope.
Okay, wheels down, pictures up. So I got to represent here. And Dan, you're absolutely correct. Long Ash contest is right meow. And I'm going to switch over real quick to the number 4. Very much looking forward to this. Some great pictures here. Great ashes. Good picks.
So for those guys that don't know how this works, basically, every month you can put as many pictures as you like on our best ash contest. Again, it doesn't have to be the longest. We just want to see the best. We want to see what you have. And we'll put them up against each other. We'll get some finalists and we'll put those up against each other. And they will have a chance to win a prize. So here you can see number 1 and number 2 are both long ashes. I will say number 2 is incredible because not only is it a long ash, basically barely can fit his thumb to hold it. It is also horizontal, which adds weight to and force to push it down to kind of let it loose, and it's not falling.
All the gravitational.
And
the
Earth's gravity.
Yeah.
And the ebb and flow of the tides.
Well, you were in the Navy, so I'm gonna let you have that one. I'm not gonna say nothing
Thank you.
because you might know more than I do about that. And anyway, how perfectly straight it is, how beautifully white that ash is, freaking
Whoa, bro.
phenomenal. It's up north. It's Great White North right there. Boom.
2023. You can't say things.
So I can because I just did. Some wonderful ashes across the board. Loving number 4 inside of the pipe.
Yes.
Number 3 right there in the middle. The cups going. You know there was a fun time being had. I love the hat and the selfie over in number 5. And then number 1, definitely another cold area because they have that propane heater going.
Yeah, they do.
And I loved that picture. There was 2 of them in the same spot, but that one had the propane heater back.
Mm-hmm.
They included 2 pictures, but that's the one I chose for them. I was like, this is a winner. But there's a lot of winners in this one. So
I will say though, because there aren't a lot of people watching right now because we're way later than we should be.
Yeah,
we get a vote.
And I'm probably gonna go with Daniel with this one too. Honestly, I'm gonna go number 2 because, like you said, the horizontal, just how perfect that ash is. I don't think you get much better than that. But if I had a consolation way, number 4 would be.
I was saying I'm gonna be devil's advocate here. I'm gonna go with 4 because I like the pipe. I don't think we've seen a whole lot of that before.
No,
not
I do
since,
like it. Peter, I think.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go number 2. I'm gonna go with Daniel on this one.
Okay, so number 2.
Number 2 is definitely taking this one for the moment. And then we have the next set of pictures here. Some more selfies and 2 locals, by the way, on top right there. Another beautiful. I don't think Moonshine meant this, but I'm glad he did it.
Mm-hmm.
It's perfectly like curved to his head. Like you don't plan that.
No.
But the fact he pulled it off is awesome. The beautiful is always Samantha right there. Samantha, right? That's Samantha.
Yeah, you know what? I absolutely love that picture. I love the aesthetic of it. I don't. I mean that's like model status to where you can like direct her to look like that. You know what I mean? Like that's how you would pose if it was like a professional shoot kind of a thing.
Oh, okay.
And the way the smoke is kind of obscuring the whole thing is awesome. Number 10 has got a nice almost half the length there, and number 9 has got traditional holding it up.
In that lounge,
yeah,
like a good time. Same with number 7 right there.
Mm-hmm.
In the lounge, I know exactly what lounge that is too, so it gets a little bonus right there. I don't want to give too much away, and I haven't seen that cigar in a minute.
Yeah,
so good stuff all around.
So I'm gonna go with number 8. That's just me being biased. I apologize.
I'm gonna go number 9 because I like there's more people in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Got the TVs going. It just seems like a full event almost. Look maybe middle of the day, although I don't know. I've never been in that lounge.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're still voting for us right now, it'd be a big help. Let us know which one you'd pick. If you could choose between 8 and 9 for us, that would be a huge help right now because we are split on this. I'm not getting a whole lot of spice out of this guy.
No,
but the fire cure or the fermentation is definitely leading it to some interesting areas. Heavy. It is a little like oakiness to it, like a peaty oak.
Yeah.
So like a good.
Again, I think that's the fire curing part.
Yeah, because if you peatiness comes from the water in Ireland or in Scotland, excuse me, and it comes from the bogs. And if you don't know what the bogs are, it's basically just still deep water with thick, silky mud. Damn, Tim, thank you, Tim.
Oh, Tim chiming in with number 9.
All right, number 9 then. I think number 9 is going to take it. And Tom checking in over on YouTube too. Don't forget, guys, if you want to watch on YouTube, you absolutely can. We'd love you to be wherever you might be. Number 9 gets, boom, 2 of them. Sorry, brother, 9.
All right,
9 takes
so
it
number 8 takes it.
I like how he just ignores all 3 of us. Whatever, it's fine. But the silt at the bottom of that actually does have hundreds, maybe, I don't know how long, but rotting and decomposing natural matter, plants, animals, whatever's in that water, and it's allowed to sit there in ice cold water. It is the most interesting thing that doesn't make you sick, apparently, if you drink it. Or I might be wrong on that one, but there is reason why they use that bog water or that particular water itself, and it really lends itself to some amazing different flavors that peatiness doesn't come from anywhere else.
All right, guys. So it's gonna be number 2 versus number 9, and we're gonna have that tomorrow. It's gonna be the face-off for that one.
I thought you wanted to do it now.
Go to tomorrow.
Okay, all right. So thank you guys so much. And hey, Tom checked in right there too, number 9. Boom, you were super outvoted this
It
time.
was.
I apologize, but it had to happen. Had to happen. Yeah, for those just joining us, Tom, we are smoking the Master Age 3 and 4 out of the 4 of Toscano. They have a 1, 2, 3, and 4. These are heavy, rustic-looking cigars. I can bring them on screen one more time just so we can show them off. And then we have a picture for you for tomorrow. For those watching, thank you so much for joining us so late. But here's a little. Can we give them a little insight into tomorrow?
Yeah. Tomorrow, you guys. Miguel and I are having it out. We're doing the Artisanal Del Tobacco face-off. The El Pulpo, the new kid on the block, versus the Viva La Vida, and that is the original blend from Artisanal Del Tobacco.
Wonderful.
And we're gonna smoke them, and we're gonna take sides.
Yeah, Tom, both of them are Italian. They have tobacco from other places, obviously, as well.
Yeah, a lot of Kentucky tobacco in these.
But delicious. Ooh, I'm very much enjoying this. It's just be prepared for strength.
Yeah, very, very heavy on the nicotine on these. I'm smoking both of them at the same time because I was doing one after the other. And yeah, so these cigars, again, you guys, not only are they interesting in the rusticness of them, they do not need to be humidified.
No.
And you have 2 ways you can smoke them. Either smoke them a normal cigar all the way down, or you can cut them in half and save half or share half, and that's what we did. So that's why I've got 2 cigars here.
Makes it very easy to understand what the other person's smoking today versus if we do like even the other day when we had Juan on from Don Doroteo, we're smoking 2 different blends, both fantastic, both different wrappers, same blend on the inside, but the wrapper changes it so much. So in this moment, we're able to see exactly what we're both talking about. And now, you're right, Frank. You mentioned red pepper earlier, right?
Yep.
Red pepper flake. Yep. That spice is there, but it's not overwhelming. It does pair with everything else I'm getting. A little bit of mesquite, definitely like a barbecue, if you will. You know, that smell. If you get a little bit of taste on the tongue, that's what I'm getting. Spicy mesquite, which sounds like great bag of Lay's chips. I'm just saying. Yeah, Daniel, these are absolutely strong. And these guys that we're talking about on screen, hey, Rich, how you doing?
How you doing, Rich?
They're no pushovers either as far as strength goes. They're not quite as strong as these guys, but they are definitely at that level where you are going to enjoy yourself, especially if you're someone who doesn't want a lighter cigar. The El Pulpo and the Viva La Vida are both fan-freaking-tastic.
Yep, but we're going to take opposing sides, and we're going to try to get you guys to vote for our cigar. So
I want you want to tell them what you're doing, or we're going to wait for tomorrow for that?
No, we'll wait for tomorrow. We'll wait for tomorrow.
I'm going to bring this down then, so no more guesses on that. Whew, that is delicious and nutritious. Probably, I don't know. That's probably not true. Couple of things before we go. Obviously, like somebody decided to watch a movie down. I don't know, and he said it wasn't very good, but it's probably the best movie ever made. I am looking forward to watching Godzilla -0.
-1.
-1? No, sorry, -1.
I think I can tell you why it's a -1.
Why?
Because he lost the first round. Yeah, I think that's the whole point.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. But on the other end of the spectrum, the one that you like better, the Monarch version,
Godzilla X Kong.
Coming out in April. Excuse me.
Very excited for that movie. I'm a big fan of that. I'm hoping they have more of what do they call them, kaijus or whatever.
Oh yeah, they're definitely gonna have more.
Interact and be on screen, or like bring in Mothra and all them. And
I like how they dipped the toe in. They're not super quick with it. Fourth time today hearing about Godzilla. Did it just really? It did. Friday, I believe it just came out, or Thursday night, whatever.
Thursday night.
You know how it happens. But I think the reason you like it more is because they go more for the monster fights and the American version of movie making versus Godzilla. The original story was about the dangers of atomics and war, basically. You know how it's not.
Yeah.
No matter how you slice it, you're still causing problems for yourself as well as others. And there was very much a metaphor for what was going on in Japan at the time. And they've stuck with that, I think, pretty well. They've tried to instill some kind of message to take something away from in a giant monster movie. And if you can do that, awesome. I'm on board.
I wouldn't consider it a Christmas movie. It just happened to be released at this time. It takes place, I think, the last days of World War II, up until about, I think, 5 or 6 years later. Um, okay, no, wait. When did they test the atomic bombs on the Bikini Atoll?
Oh my gosh,
Because
that
that's
that was the
that's
hydrogen bombs. I thought that
that.
was right after World War II.
Okay, so maybe a few years after that.
Yeah, because all testing before that was in country.
Okay.
Because we had to.
Yeah.
Christmas.
Wherever you guys see it or however you guys see it, just make sure there's no kids behind you. It's subtitled all in Japanese, and all I heard is, "Why are all these Chinese people there? And why is this all in Chinese?" And I'm like,
Oh God, Japanese little shit. No.
"Oh,
I
oh!" And then when they showed the bomb, quick spoiler, not spoiler, but you'll see it. They bombed the Bikini Atoll, or showed the bombing, and that affects Godzilla.
Yeah.
And the kid's like, "How many more people did we kill on Bikini?" And I'm like,
SpongeBob, bro. Why do you think he's like that? Why do you think he called it Bikini Bottom? That's where it's set.
"Yeah, I don't know what the kids learn these days, but yeah, it's definitely not history."
I don't know. Did you visit Bikini Atoll beforehand, the island? Did you see all that was there?
No, I sure didn't.
Yeah. So how do we know there wasn't an ancient lost civilization that will
Darn.
never learn their rich and ancient histories
Darn.
of bikinis? No. Anyway, not only that, gosh, there was another movie that we were going to talk about. We haven't had a chance. Napoleon came out on on Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty dang good. I would say the reviews are accurate, though. It's a little lackluster for as epic as it could have been. It definitely needs more. But
Not only that, but the accents were real bad.
the accents
They all sounded British, and they're supposed to be French.
No, Joaquin Phoenix sounded like Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah,
yeah. He just was more like reserved. Like it would be Johnny Cash if Johnny Cash had money growing up.
Yep.
That's all it was. I still liked it. Don't get me wrong. They just could have went way more into what everyone was hoping for, which the military aspect of one of the greatest military minds in human history. This guy living now France would be a lot different. But Rich, looking at the scores, mine are okay. I think I'm fine.
Rich, this week should not count. I put in my players, and the last second they pulled one of my players, and he's not. He ended up not playing, so I lost out on a bunch of points. And the players that I sat on the bench outperformed my players that were in. So I moved to strike this week from the records, and have the scores posted from the opponent that we played this week prior game. So.
Sure. You lost. You
got beat. Jeff,
you did just win, brother. Yeah.
Yeah, Dell got hurt. Yeah, that's why he wasn't playing. Yeah.
Should have put him in. That's on you.
Jeff, you did win a prize. We actually didn't show what the prizes were, so it's gonna be a surprise when you get it.
We are kind of moving quickly. We're wrapping up right now, actually. Yeah. But I'm so glad to see you, though. Either way, we're talking about all the shenanigans that we see you get up to. I love seeing it. Love the photos. Can't wait. I'd love to go fishing with you one of these days, brother, because I haven't been fishing in forever, and I want the experience. But other than that, I don't have anything else right now.
Nope. Just make sure you guys join us tomorrow when we finish off the best ash contest, and we put the Artisanal del Tobacco Viva la Vida up against its counterpart, the El Pulpo, to find out which one we like better.
See that octopus of malice in action, golden octopus. I don't know. Either way, it's a good nickname. Before we go, any last words on the cigars we're smoking?
Fantastic. I am not an avid Toscano smoker. I've always found them to be too sweet for me, so it really wasn't up my alley. But these Master Age, I definitely want to get 1 and 2 on the show as well, and see how those smoke. But 3 and 4 were absolute powerhouses, and I think you guys, if you like that nicotine heaviness, you're gonna like them.
For all of our heavy smokers out there, this is absolutely your cigar, I think. For those who might need something a little shorter, so you just cut it in half, and you'll probably get 40 minutes off each side, I think. No problem. Or, like I said, an hour and 20 out of a whole one. it's a great burn time right there for a
Yeah.
wonderful cigar that you do not need to humidify.
Yeah.
You're winning on a couple of ends there, especially for those new guys who can handle heavier stuff. First of all, if you're just getting into it, you know, we always say start a little, but there's some guys who can just go straight for it. Might be right what you need.
Mm-hmm.
But that is going to do it for us for tonight.
Yep.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. Sorry for being so late again. Thank you all for such a great weekend, and I hope you guys had one as well.
Mm-hmm.
Hope you're gearing up for Christmas well, and we will talk to you tomorrow.
See you guys.